Today is the continuation of why you should buy a house um, in the United States or Canada or anywhere you are. I think the time has come. Today is another day. Um, Hello, folks. Today is another episode. Um, this is our second episode of why you should buy a house. I think when I did the first video, it seems like a lot of people, you guys really love it. So I'm going to give you more examples of why you should own your house. But I want to give encouragement to minorities coming to the United States. If you are coming from any other third world country, or even you've lived here for so many years, or even you are from here, probably maybe your parents from different country, your parents are, minorities. They came from either Africa, Asia, or Caribbean, or whatever it is. And they live here for so many years. You were born here, you are American, you doesn't have any connection when it comes to going back home in Africa. Some of you guys normally doesn't know the benefit of investing, because normally even some of the kids don't listen to their parents. They don't pay attention to why they have to listen. Some of them do, but majority of those two who doesn't see their parents as successful up to certain level doesn't pay attention to them. But sometimes when you think about it, if you think about this, you feel like, why? It's so sad, but it is what it is. That's how some of the kids think, so there is nothing you can do about it. But my advice to everyone, either you just completed your education, or you just started some kind of business, or you came to the United States, just came to the United States a year or 2 years ago, just focus your mind on thinking about how you can invest, you can improve your life, you can start something really good for yourself. Mostly kids from Africa, those of African children who brought here, your parents brought you, you grew up in Africa and you came here. Some of you are determined to work hard, to make money, to work hard, to do so many things. If I were you, if you came here single, if I were you, before even I start doing anything, I would try to buy something or invest in something for my future. If I were you, that is what I would do. When we came to this country, actually we came when we were old. So, and we didn't know this. We didn't know the benefit of owning a house. We didn't know the benefit of, so we took most of our time renting up to a certain age, almost about 10 years or 15 years, before we realized it wasn't too late. But I personally even regretted why I didn't pursue my dream of home ownership early. Because earlier you start, the better you become. The experience and other things involved will give you more opportunity to know life more, to save, and then do what? Move your life ahead of time. And then there are some people who have been in this country for so many years, maybe 10, 20, 30 years, they still live in an apartment. It's not like probably maybe you don't have a job or you don't have the credit. You have all these, but no one is educating you to do what? To buy or to invest in real estate. So this program is for all of you, for everyone who never owned a house before, who want to invest, who came to this country and want to pursue successful life. This program is for you. It is for you to learn about it and then think about why you should buy a house. So yesterday, we spoke about all the benefits of buying a house, all the benefits, something like, owning your house is better than renting, and then it forces you to save more money, and then your house build equity for you after paying mortgage so many years. The money that you paid, it saves as your equity. And then finally we talk about it increases your net worth. So we highlighted all this yesterday. We spoke about it, I talked about it, and then tried to let all of you know the benefit. So today I'm going to talk about your house being appreciated. If you buy a house, over time, that's why I tell people that if you by chance, if you just came to the United States, you just started your job, maybe first year, you don't know anything, second year, you've been at your job, you have stable job for 2 years, and you can rely on it. You are new in the country. Sometimes some people have some tendency that, mostly Africans, we are coming to work and then go back and then start their own business before they realize they are old and even doesn't remember their own country. They don't remember where they came from. Even if they remember the country they came from, they don't remember their neighborhood. But when they came first, their national anthem was, I'm working, I'm trying to get our money and go back home. So they don't even think about investing themselves either in real estate or any business to give them residual income in the near future. So why you should buy a house? Why you should invest yourself in a house? I'm not saying that buy commercial property, because probably you don't have the money. But in America, mostly in America, I don't know the other countries, but in America, you don't need money to buy a house. You don't need a lot of money to buy a house. It's not like Africa that if you see 1,000 people own their luxury homes or any kind of house, 99.999% is paid off. Africa, a lot of people don't have mortgage. So if a child grows up, they live with their parents until they start working, and then when they work after a certain point, then they build their own house. There is no any loan on it or whatever it is. So people wait before they build. So if you go to Africa and you see a mansion, you see a house, you see mostly in Ghana, if you see a house, or Nigeria, if you see a house, that individual owns it outright. So if you are at a certain age and then you don't own a house, it's not a big deal because one, you have to have money to build that particular house. But the United States is completely different. It's absolutely different. You don't need that house. You don't need that money to buy a house outright or to build a house you want. What you need, majority, some billionaires will buy a house 500, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, or even 10 million cash. They are millionaires. They have the money. They have the money. So they can go ahead and then buy any kind of house they want. Cash. Apart from that, if you are in the United States and working, the one thing that you need, you have to pay attention to. Pay attention. One thing that you need is what? To have a good credit and a good job. That's all you need. And a little down payment. Maybe, thank God there is FHA out there that will allow you to put 3.5% down to own the house. Or even if you don't want to involve yourself, which we will talk about mortgage insurance, you will put 20% or 10%, 20% or 10% minimum down to avoid mortgage insurance. That is something that sometimes people wait because of that particular down payment. They have to wait about a year or 2 or 3 years to save that money if they are couple, to go ahead and then pull it down. So it is very important for you to know that it doesn't, I repeat, it doesn't require a lot of money to own your dream house. What you need as a new individual, sometimes the people we came to sometimes to play major role in our success. The people we came to, our family members we came to in this country, sometimes they play major role. If you come to a family that owns their own house, they have a couple that own their own house, they live happy life, majority of it, over 99.9%, you will be successful if they are honest to you. If they are honest with you, you will be successful because they will teach you, they will let you know why you should do this. I remember, let me give you my own personal experience. When I came to this country first, I came to my sister and then my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is a very, very, very good person, very, very straightforward person. He accepted me like his own. Of course, he married to my sister, so he has to. He accepted me, and then he guided me to lead a successful life in this country. I remember I was going to buy a car. Someone who came from Africa, I saw baby cars. I said, oh my God, this car is really nice. Is it Ford Wrangle or something like that? Dodge Wrangle. That car. At that time, that was about 20 years ago. That car runs about, 8 miles a gallon. I didn't know. I saw it really nice. I wanted to buy. My brother-in-law said, no, you are not buying this car. I worked really hard, saved my money, wanted to buy my car. My brother-in-law said, no, you are not. I said, I will buy it. He said, no. It's like, what? It's like he doesn't want me to make a mistake. which at the end of the day, he proved me wrong because he didn't allow me to what? Buy that car. He showed me a very nice car, small car, that was good on gas, so I bought that car. And then you know what? I used that car almost over 6 years or 7 years. Actually, even I gave it away. The reasons why I'm saying this is that the person you came to should play a very good role in your life. If you come to people and then the people are doing what? They live in an apartment. Sometimes they will never, even if you want to buy a house, oh yeah, buying a house is very difficult. They don't learn. They don't know what they are talking about, but they will pretend as if they have to give you really, really, really good advice, which is not true. So folks, the person you came to plays major role in your life. So if you are planning to buy a house as a new individual who have come or who came to this country a year or 2 or months or something like that, your whole plan is, just think about it. Think about why you want to buy a house. The reason is buying a house has a lot of benefits. And then one of the benefits that I was trying to talk about is appreciate. You buy the house, 100,000, every year the value of the house goes up. That is what we call appreciation. You buy a house, the value of the house goes up because of the market. So if you're lucky and you buy your dream house, say maybe 100,000, 200, by the time you are ready to sell, you are not going to sell it 100,000 or 200,000. You will sell it more than that. I am real estate agent. I'm telling you this. A lot of real estate agents will not give you this information. Let me tell you, I have sold some houses that if I look at the history of the house, the first person that, bought the house, bought it maybe $50,000 or $100,000 years back. Years back. Now that house worth over 400,000. Some houses, some people bought their homes 250,000, and then the house worth over 600,000. So owning a house is one of the most important things that can help you save. It can help you save more money. It can help you be proud of yourself. Next time, we will talk about not buying the house alone, but the payment. We will talk about payments. If you're single or you are a couple, why both of you should do what? Team up as a uniform body to pay that mortgage. So we will talk about unity. We will talk about self-improvement. We will talk about so many things. But at this point, what I'm saying is that buying your own house as a minority who came to this country, that is how you can save. That is how, because look, if you, let's say you came to this country a year or 2 ago or 3 years ago, and you have your credit, you buy a house right now. By the time you spend about another 8-9 years in the United States, you will see how much money you have in your house if you focus, work, and pay your mortgage. Even sometimes, if you buy the house, if you cannot, live there alone, you have more rooms, you can, sublease some of the rooms. Some, you rent it to your friends or people who are looking for one bedrooms just to help you pay your mortgage. That is what it is. So it is very, very, very important. If you own a house, the thing that you have to pay attention to is what is going to appreciate for you. And the second reasons why you should own a house is what? You become stable. You don't move from apartment to apartment, from location to location. Mostly those of you who have children. Those of you who have children. Tomorrow, you move to apartment, so and so King's apartment. The next day, you move to Roger's apartment. The next year, you are in River Point apartment. You are not stable, so your children are not stable. They cannot establish permanent friendship in their life. So before you realize, your children are disoriented. They don't know what to do. They move from this apartment, this school district, to that school district, to that school. And you have to remember that at least there are some school districts that the teachers out there, one of them might love your son or your daughter to help that individual grow, which maybe your son or your daughter might look up to that teacher as what? As a role model. So all of a sudden, because of you not being responsible enough to stay one place, because you move from apartment to apartment, this apartment will tell you, oh, your children are making noise, and then you move. Oh, you can't, then you move. And that, you move. Before you realize, you are what? You are messing up your children. Your children are not stable. You yourself, even not stable. You move from one place to another all the time. So even if you're looking for a job, because you are not stable, some employers will look at you and say, if they have someone who is really stable, and both of you have the same qualification, they might end up considering the other one than you because you are not stable. So it is very, very important, folks. It is very, very important for you to do what? To think about owning something permanent for you. I'm not saying that you buy and then because you bought it, you have to stay there the rest of your life. No. But at the same time, you have to know that being stable in one place for a long period of time in the United States helps you establish a permanent address that any job or any authority or whatever it is can rely on to approve you something. So buying a house is a big step. It's a very, 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 very step for you to settle down in life. For you to settle down. Not you alone, but even your children. Folks, like the video, forward the channels to your friends, invite them. If you are watching the video and you like it, forward it to your friends. Let them know why they should invest in their life, in real estate, or any kind of way, because at the moment we didn't do it. When we came, we didn't do it on time. But still, when I started, I realized that yes, I should have done it earlier than this. Folks, so it is very important. Is it very, very, very crucial for you if you just came to United States from any part of the world as an immigrant Or even if you are here and you are working, you have the credit, put yourself in it and work really hard and put your mind on building your own permanent place. Like